Crackshaw 47 here. Got something a little bit interesting today for you. It's a Mosin bunny fart load. So we're using 32 Smith & Wesson, housed inside spent PPU brass, being pushed by approximately 18 grains of trail boss. So we got about a 90 grain projectile here, soft cast lead, and we're going to see how well it does against these targets downrange, see how accurate it is, and then we're going to do some penetration tests on some phone books. So without any further ado, let's load one up, see how well she shoots. Now, sometimes these things don't always like to go in like you want them to, but they extract fairly well. So let's try that again. Get that in there, and then there we are, chambered. Send one down range. And we're going to take a second shot and see if we can get it back on that paper there. See how well this thing groups consistently. I mean, nothing scientific here. I just want to see if we can get it on the paper at this distance. Second time. Like I said, this thing's a little temperamental. Yeah, hold on. There we go. Alright, shooting for dead center. Slightly. Alright. So, I think I kind of know where this gun's shooting, so we're going to try to hit that box there and see how well this 32 Smith & Wesson out of this Mosin cartridge fares against these phone books. Alright. Going for center, low. And I think we hit it. Damn. Alright. Table flipped over, box flew off. Pretty sure we're dead on target. Let's see how well she penetrated. We're down range here. Here's the table. Box is right behind it. We're going to see what the damage looks like. And remember, this is 32 Smith & Wesson. Wow. Okay. Okay, so here's the back of the box. Right here. And I'm guessing that's where the bullet exited with 18 grains of trail boss. So that's really impressive. Neat, nice little hole there. Blasted right through. Seems like it missed these two phone books, but it went through the larger ones. So 1, 2, 3, yep, right out the back of the phone books, through the back of the box, left a hell of a hole. I wasn't expecting this. But I guess 32 Smith & Wesson out of a rifle, even with just trail boss pushing it, it's pretty intense. I would not want to get hit with this. Okay. Basically, our mentality here with this whole video was to show what you can do with basically spent cartridges, like spent Mosin cartridges, and in kind of an environment where maybe conventional ammunition is kind of scarce. So if you reload, you have a lot of utility in terms of the rounds that you can pick, and a lot of variance in terms of what you can do with certain cases. So in a shit hits the fan scenario, if you had to use, say, a 32 Smith & Wesson bullet in Mosin brass, it can be done, and it most certainly can kill small game. This is pretty impressive. Alright guys, we just took our first shot at the box. Went through 4 of the large phone books. It was a little bit high. Blew out the back, blew the table over. So yeah, I think, like I said before, it's pretty safe to say that this can take small game at a relatively short distance. Keep in mind that we're only shooting at 25 yards. But yeah, it seems to be quite a little effective cartridge. Also, something else to keep in mind. When you're reloading brass, when you're reloading ammunition, you might only get maybe 2 or 3 uses out of it before it cracks. So if you use a smaller round, smaller grain count, you can increase the longevity of a cartridge case exponentially. So in a shit hits the fan scenario where brass is not necessarily readily available, this is a really good option. Not necessarily a distance, but at enough distance to take out small game if you needed to. So let's take a second shot at this box, a little bit lower this time, to see if we can get all 8 phone books and see if we can replicate that same kind of shot. I want to see it blow out the back. I want to see it knock that table over. Let's see what it does. Let's see what this little 32 Smith & Wesson can do out of a Mosin cartridge. Okay, that might have been a little too low. Try a little bit higher from there. Nailed it. Let's take a look at the damage, guys. See if we did any better. Okay, so similar results. Let's see if we hit all 8 phone books. Well, let's table together this time. Entrance hole, exit hole, times 2. This time, same as before, actually. We didn't hit these 4 phone books, so we're going to try, or these 4 here, so we're going to try it again to see if we can hit all of these. But, similar results, second time replicated. Let's try this again. As you see, I think we have a little piece of our 32 Smith & Wesson there. So looks like about half of it blew out the back, about half of it blew through the box. So let's try it again, see if we can hit all 8. Alright guys, third time's a charm. Let's see if we can get that shot a little bit lower and actually take out all 8 phone books. Keep in mind, it's a little bit tough to gauge by distance, 25 yards, how low to go or how high to go. So we'll play around with it for a little bit and see if we can get it. But hopefully this will be the last time. All right. So we're going to aim at the table so that we can ensure that we get a lower shot. All right. Yeah, I think that was a little too low, like last time. So, probably a little bit higher, slightly higher. Just above the table. Huh. All right. Didn't seem to hit it that time either, so it must have gone a little too low. Try it slightly higher, walk it up.
I think you're shooting too high.
I
think it's going over the top.
That's odd, because I'm shooting it lower. Alright, well, I think to ease all these up. Alright. Try that again.
Slam it.
Hammer's getting a little tight. Alright.
Did you see the paper fly out of that?
Yeah. Yeah. Where did we hit at there? Did you see it?
High and to the right, looks like.
High to the right. Okay, so we're gonna try really low this time. We're gonna try at the bottom of the target board. I think the point of impact is shifting on this rifle, which is a little funny because I'm shooting it a lot lower than we did the first 2 times when we actually hit the box, and that was high. So I don't know if it's the ammunition or maybe it's because the rifle's heating up, but we're gonna try shooting just below the target board at the grass. So let's try that out. All right. I think we hit dirt. Did you see it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, a little bit low. Okay. Tell you what. Try it like this. A little bit easier for me when I'm not actually benching it. I think a little bit more natural. So we hit it. Let's see if we actually got it low enough. All right. Blew the table over again. Don't know if we got all 8 phone books. That box is about shot. No pun intended. Set these up here for now. Huh. Yeah, we did hit it, but we also I think we actually hit it more than once. Yeah, it seems so. Well, there you have it, folks. Through all 8 phone books. The last time we shot the 40 Smith & Wesson and the 4440, and neither of those cartridges did as well as a 32 Smith & Wesson out of a Mosin Nagant M9130. So, as you can see, this is a viable round for hunting, and I would even venture to say self-defense if you really had to. And like I said, you could reload this brass many more times with pistol cartridges and less powder to push those cartridges than with a standard rifle round or, you know, standard load for a rifle round in terms of powder. So I think it's pretty safe to say that this can cause some pretty devastating damage out of a round that's usually seen as anemic from a gun that shoots full power rifle ammunition. Well, guys, I want to thank you for spending this time with me this afternoon and checking out my videos. You know, I'm kind of an up-and-coming YouTuber, so, you know, it's really hard to get views. So tell your friends about this channel, and if you have any suggestions at all down in the comments, please let me know. Please like, subscribe, hit the little bell so that you can actually see my videos, because, you know, YouTube's being a pain in the ass right now. Looking forward to seeing you guys again, and Crackshot 47 out.